Hello beautiful people, welcome to today's video on the African Breeders Experience channel. If this is the first time here, just make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because I really have a lot in store for you. Today I'm going to take you through how to feed in braiding extensions when you are doing knotless braids on silky hair. And before I even get started with anything, let me just say that all hair textures are beautiful and they tell their own story. As an African breeder, you might just be used to the Afro kind of hair, of which handling is much different from the silky kind of hair. So I'm going to take you through this tutorial. If you have ever had to handle silky hair and you've struggled with slippage or getting your lines neat, this tutorial is for you. First things first, you put your client's hair into a pony, and as you can see in the video, I've even taken out so many portions out of the frame, but you can see that the hair keeps slipping and falling, especially that this hair is short. So you will have to exercise a lot of patience when you are handling the silky hair. Once you are done doing this, just take your comb and gently part the client's hair using the comb together with your braiding gel. As a braider, you know braiding gel is your best friend when it comes to creating neat lines. And if you want to know the product that is being used in the video, click on the link in the bio and I'm going to direct you on how you can get some for your own self. So as patiently as you can, just part the hair. This is a tutorial, so I'm really taking my time so that you see what I go through. I apply the gel at the roots of the hair on both sides. And then you're going to go in with your pegs and hold the hair in place. Then from here, you're going to move on, take your comb once again, and then divide the hair. For the bottom part, I usually do 4 or 5 based on how full the client wants their hair to be. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to do 3. So it always helps to pre-part your hair before braiding. If you have tiny rubber bands, you could use it to hold the parts and keep them in place. Then I go in with some of my braiding gel at the root to give me a cleaner line. Now go ahead and divide the hair into 3 parts. It is great if you could get the sizes to be the same, but even if they are not the same, they should be close to each other enough so that the base of the hair can come out smooth. For the actual braiding, the part on your far right is going to pass behind your index finger and held in place by your middle finger. Then one is going to be between your thumb and your index finger and the other in your palm. You pass them behind each other, as you can see being shown in the video. You do this braiding using just the client's hair, and we'll go in later with the extension. But you do 2 rounds of braids, and I'll show you why it is important to do this later. The feed-in method we are going to use is the type that gives you an H-shaped knotless braid. By H, I mean H as in happy. So go in with your extension, pass it behind the hair that was between your thumb and your index finger, and add the other end to the one that was in your palm previously. Now continue to braid until the one that was in your palm previously comes to the middle, as you can see it's shown in the video. This is when you add the next layer of the extension, and this is what is going to give you your H-shaped knotless braid. Pass the hair behind it and add the other end to the one in your palm and braid until the one in your palm comes to the middle again. For a normal length braid, I usually just add 5 layers of the feed-in hair, and usually that is going to let the hair reach around the backside of the client. So it depends, the number of layers you add is going to depend on the length that the client wants, and whilst you are practicing, you can check the lengths, and then you'll be able to know how many you should add for the client. I'm not going to braid this till the end because I feel like I have finished the tutorial for the H-shaped knotless braid, and you can see it is firm and it is smooth and it comes down straight without any curves. The hair that you feed in must be of even sizes. It must be the same sizes. So before you start braiding, make sure that you take pieces of the extension hair and put them down so that you can see the sizes that you are separating, or the sizes that you'll be feeding into the hair, and to make sure that your H-shaped knotless braid comes out smoothly. Now the next braid I'm going to do is to show you why it is important to do 2 layers of braids, 2 rounds of braids before feeding in the extension hair. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to do just one and I'll show you what the problem is. Also, for this braid, I'm not going to use the same size of hair extension that I'll be feeding in, so that you can see how funny the braid is going to look when I finish it. Okay, so here we have it. You can see how funny this braid looks compared to the first one that I did, and the difference is that I did only one braid round at the base, and I did not add an even size of hair extension when I was feeding in the braiding hair. So you can see how funny it looks compared to the first one. I did not take out my hair extensions in the even sizes before I started braiding. I just started picking them from the bulk, and so you do not want to do this. Now let's move on to the A-shaped kind of knotless braid. By A, I mean A as an apple. So we're going to divide the hair into the 3 parts like we did with the first braid. We are going to do our 2 rounds of braid at the bottom before we start feeding in the braiding extension. So we only feed in the braiding hair when the hair part that was initially on the far right comes to the middle. So I'm going to show you how to go about that. The hair that was initially between your index finger and your middle finger comes to the middle. That is when you add your hair extension. So this is my first round of hair extension. I add it just like I described before, under the middle hair, and then add the remaining to the one in my palm. Then I go 1, 2, 3. Then now you can see that the hair that was initially between my index finger and the middle finger is in the middle. This is when I add the hair extension. Then I go again 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So when I have this in the middle, then this is when I can add the next layer of hair extension depending on the length of the client's hair that I'm trying to achieve. And so this is how you are going to get the A-shaped knotless braid. It is firm, it is beautiful, it is equally as beautiful as the H-shaped one. So here we are, guys. We have our 3 kinds of hairstyles or braiding styles that I used side by side, and you definitely can see the one that you do not want to achieve. Yes, you can choose to do an H style for your client or an A-shaped kind of braid for your client, depending on the aesthetics that you are looking for. Usually we use the A-shaped style for jumbo braids, but you can also use the H for jumbo braids. see how it comes out like an A. Then the other one just goes down straight like an H. And the middle one is definitely what you do not want to do. Thank you so much for watching this video. In my next tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to feed in pearls. Please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications so that when I upload new videos, you can be notified and you do not miss any of the content. Bye. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video.